Hello and welcome to the English online classes. So today we'll be doing the explanation of the poem The Voice of the Rain by Walt Whitman. So children, before we step into the poem, I just want to give a little bit insight into the poem that here the poet in this poem, he just signifies the eternal role that the rain plays in nurturing, quenching and purifying the various elements of earth. That how much importance does the rain hold on the earth, how much it is important for nurturing life, for quenching means the satisfying the thirst and purifying. While it falls on the earth, it clarifies, it purifies, it washes all the dirt present on the surface of the earth. So let's step into the poem. And who art thou? Said I to soft falling shore. So now the poet, that is Walt Whitman, once he observes the rain and he is curious to know about the rain. What does he say to the earth? He asks the earth that, he asks the rain is that, who art thou? Means who are you? Which, strange to tell, gave me an answer as here translated. So now the poet claims that it was strange that when I asked the rain a question and it gave me the answer, it gave me my answer, it gave me my reply, and that I have translated for the readers. What does the rain says? I am the poem of the earth. The rain answers that I am you people have poetry that gives you pleasure. Similarly, I am the poem of the earth. For earth, I am the one who gives pleasure to human beings. I bring happiness to the mother earth and all creatures and all the nature present on the earth. So I am the poem of the earth. I am the happiness of the earth that satisfied each and every being on the earth when I fall here. Next, the next line goes like, eternal I rise impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. So children, the words, there are certain difficult words you might encounter here. I'll give you the meanings also. Impalpable means unable to be felt by touching. So now in this line the poet says, eternal I rise impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. Now the poet says that rain is an eternal process. It has never begun or it will never end. It is an endless, eternal means endless process that keeps on repeating, and it takes so many different processes, so many different times, so many different forms that no one can judge it. So it is kind of eternal. Then I rise impalpable out of land and bottomless sea. Now it is here the poet is giving the process, means when the land dries up, what happens is, and the bottomless sea. Now when the bottomless sea starts drying, too much of humidity, due to too much of warmth, then it reaches to the clouds, and in the shape of clouds, then they gather, there occurs thunderstorm and all, and after that the rain falls. So it is telling the process. So then he says, upward to heaven, whence vaguely formed, altogether chain, and yet the same. Now children, whence is these words are historic words that were used by poets in very early ages. Now whence means from where. Now what is the poet asking telling about the rain is that it takes indistinct shape in form of clouds, and the process that I explained. After that he says, although it changes its shape, its core matter remains the same. Okay? Though it is just turning into, it takes various forms. From sea, it just starts evaporating, it takes the forms of water vapors, then it becomes the clouds and all that, then it again precipitates, means it again rains. So it takes on continuously process. You can't ever define ki rain is this, it has basic this kind of formation. Then he says I descend to lave the draughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe. Now what does it say? That from this line he means to say that the raindrops, they pour down from above and it washes all the droughts. Droughts children is जब सूखा पड़ जाता है, dry spells, ठीक है, there is no rain for continuously many years, so it takes the form of drought, सूखा पड़ जाना. What does it do? And people are dying for the rain at that time. That then the rain says, it claims कि whenever I fall on the earth, I can satisfy all the droughts, I can fill all the droughts with water, and dust layers enveloping the earth. So all the dust layers of the globe, that is, globe is a representation of what? It is the representation of earth. So I clean the complete earth, neat and clean, every single leaf, every single particle is present on the trees and everything. I just, once I fall and clean each and everything, absolutely clean, I leave everything absolutely clean. And what does it say is, then it says, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent unborn. Now here it claims, and that is the most and eternal truth, that when it falls, it is the most important process, most important thing in the process of germination. ठीक है, without this rain water, no seed would have ever taken birth, no seed would have ever reproduced, no seed would have ever grown. It is because of the falling of rain, the importance of rain, that every other seed is now growing on the planet earth. Latent here means dormant, inactive. Without rain, without water, everything is useless, it is dead. ठीक है, तो what happens is, your dams, your rivers, your ponds, all are filled with the basic necessity, that is the rain itself. So main irrigation, the primary source of irrigation is rain itself. So rain holds a quite lot of importance on the earth. So all the seeds were dead without the rain. Here this is what the poet is wishes to say. And then he says, and forever by day and night I give life to my own origin. Now what does the rain says here is, the rain again claims that it is involved in the continuous process, a never ending process of giving life on earth by providing water to dormant seeds and making the earth more beautiful and full of greenery. This is also a fact, children, that if rain doesn't fall for a few days, so what happens is, especially in this kind of season, the things will start drying, the things will start literally, they will start dying, everything would just dry up and they will just start lying on the surface of the earth. But what does the rain do? Rain just refreshes everything. It not only washes the things, but it gives life. Everything freshens up. The green plants, they start growing in a tremendous speed when the rain drops. So, and then what does it say? And make pure and beautify it. It grows, it not only gives life to the earth, trees, plants, everything starts growing, irrigation facilities start taking place, and everything seems so fresh and beautiful. Okay, not only it gives life, but it also beautifies things. Once it falls on the plants, once it falls on the trees, it becomes more beautiful, more lively. So then he says, for song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment wandering. Now these two lines are very important. What does the poet, in his own words, he is reflecting upon the answers. Now these answers are not actually given by the rain, but these are the reflections, what he is seeing in the rain, that the poet, and what he is observing is that life of earth is similar to that of a song. It is like a song on the song for us, it is similarly for the earth. So it is like it is creativity, the best creativity ever. One can rejuvenate, one can recreate, one can re-enjoy. All these things are just due to the, like a song gives life to our beautiful it beautifies our life, it gives regeneration to our life, it gives it brings us out from the depression, from the monotonous life we are going through. It brings happiness and cheerful to us. Similarly, he feels that the rain also is similar to a song. So the like a song, it also brings rejuvenation, and it transforms the one to calm, one to heal, one to rejuvenate, and one to enjoy the life that is present on the earth. Now, like we have discussed, that the rain, it cleans everything, it washes everything, it rejuvenates everything. Similarly, what happens is, after the rain, every particle settles down, every dust particle settled on in the air, in the environment, everything settles down, it just clarifies, it just calms, it heals everything, every effect of warmth, too much of sun, too much of summer, it affects, gives a cooling effect like a song to earth. So the last line is, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. So what does he say? That, so children, wrecked means something that is cared about, and unwrecked means uncared for. Duly means properly, rightly. So what does the poet here wants to say through these words is very important. So he therefore draws a parallel equation between rain and music. He just wants to signify that both represent each self. Like rain, song also rejuvenates, song also provides everything best, and he just it just calms and heals everything present on the surface of the earth. So what does he do is, and then he draws a parallel similarity between both, and both have, he believes that both have rhythm, both have ability to thrill, both have the ability to thrill the environment, both have the ability to thrill the humans who listen to them or who see them. Both of them rejuvenate and beautify life. So this is what both do. They both rejuvenate means bring life back to dead things, and it beautifies life, and it brings back the love in on the surface of the earth by the nature, through the medium of nature after the rain follows, and through the medium of song in the human being's life. So this was, children, the explanation of the poem. I hope it was all clear. Thank you.